Good morning, dear students. Welcome you all in the classroom notes by Rekha Jain. And we are going to study the first chapter of your own bill. That is the portrait of a lady by Khushwant Singh. Dear students, he was an Indian author. Not only author, as you can see, he was a lawyer, diplomat, journalist, and politician too. And his experience of partition of India gave him a chance to be the author. And when he wrote the first book, Train to Pakistan, in 1956, he became a very popular author. And since then, he earned his name and fame as an author. You will be shocked to hear this, that he was an atheist, whereas his grandmother was a staunch believer of God. In spite of being a sharp contrast of her in his viewpoints, he loved her immensely. Why? Because he had passed his childhood in her company, and that is why he was closely attached with her. So you will see here, this chapter is a tribute by a grandson to a grandmother, and the story is a beautiful expression of a strong bond that was of a friendship between a grandson and grandmother. Dear students, see what a vast gap was there between their ages, and even then both of them were very good friends. Why? Because both passed the time in the company of each other. And here the author portrays his grandmother as a beautiful winter landscape, breathing peace and contentment. So I have written here a few word meanings which are going to help you definitely in understanding the chapter. Dear students, the use of these words are making the chapter rich in its language, a truly literary piece. So you have to go through these word meanings so that chapter is very much clear to you. Wrinkled lines, mantelpiece, a shelf above a fireplace. This is usually found in the hill stations. Revolting, unacceptable, absurd, indecent, undignified, disrespectful. Fables, old stories with a moral lesson. Prophets, saints. Crisscross, wrinkles. Obled, walked, lame, that means unsteadily. Spotless, flawless. Neat and clean. Stoop, hump. Rosary, a string of roses. A string of beads, usually carried by the old religious ladies. Locks, hair, puckered, wrinkled, inaudible, unable to be heard. Serenity, peace, contentment, satisfaction, monotonous, boring, earthen, made of clay, stale, which is not fresh. Scriptures, the sacred writings, lewd, indecent, harlots, prostitutes, gentlefolk, civilized class, elite class. Snapped, which breaks suddenly. Seclusion, that means loneliness. And resignation, without any objection. Spinning wheel, a wheel for spinning. Customary, which is traditional. Crude, raw, rough. Cremated, buried. Blaze, golden light. Shroud, a piece of cloth. Corpse, dead body. Okay. So dear student, just understand these words, memorize them, only then you will be able to enjoy the chapter. Now comes the title justification. So students, find here what is happening. Author talks about the two characters in the story, his grandfather and grandmother. And though he starts describing his grandfather, yet he switches over to his grandmother suddenly, soon after a short description of his grandfather. And description of the short father was not deep, detailed, it was a very casual description. Whereas he sees deeply into the grandmother from every angle. That was the angle of a friend, a kind woman, bold, self-sufficient, courageous, caring and attached woman. See students, he not only dwells on his childhood, reminiscing the inner beauty of his grandmother, and that inner beauty was the beauty of her soul. But he also recollects the different and varied shapes and shades of her personality, her attachment, her concern, not only for him but also for animals, and her aversion, that means her disliking for music, her spirit of accepting the distance from him. It means every aspect of her personality is portrayed very clearly, in a very detailed manner. So, I think the title of the chapter is absolutely correct. So, dear students, this is all in this video. We'll meet again. Till then, bye.